Mark Levin, this old right-wing political commentator that seems to have Trump's ear, is going viral again for advocating for censorship of people that he calls Nazis and jihadists. So take a listen to this and let's talk about it.
The first time things like this have happened, but it really is problematic because so much of it is protected. And you heard people say, don't you believe in the First Amendment? They don't even know what the First Amendment believes. Do you want to deplatform people? You know, the libs do that. I don't have any problem with deplatforming Nazis or jihadis. I don't have any problem with deplatforming them. What does that mean, deplatforming them? A government law? No. It means that X or Twitter or Facebook or Amazon with Twitch and so on says, you know what? You're a lowlife. We're not paying, get off our platform. What's wrong with that? It's called private enterprise. I got no problem with that.
What's wrong? So first off, why did he say Twitch? It's interesting because that's not something somebody at his age would really bring up right away or really think about, unless he's been thinking about somebody that's really active on Twitch, of course, which is Hasan Piker. And just so you guys know, this is why this is a threat. Because number one, he has Trump's ear. Him and Laura Loomer, they're whispering in Trump's ear. Okay, so when we think about legislation, when we think about things the U.S. government can do, we have to remember that the people in Trump's inner circle is this guy, people like this man. He recently, on his show, he spoke to Rick Scott, Senator Rick Scott of Florida, and he called Hasan Piker an Islamist and a jihadist. He called Hasan Piker that. Now, you can hate Hasan Piker. He's pretty on the left. There's a lot of things I just simply don't agree with him on. It doesn't matter. What matters is Hasan Piker. First off, he's just simply not anti-Semitic. Anybody who says that just doesn't listen to him constantly saying he's not. I don't even care though. Put that aside. He's not even religious at all. And all he does is criticize Israel, but for some reason, criticizing Israel makes him an Islamist. If that makes Hasan Piker an Islamist, and he said a lot of really just rage bait shit, as if Mark Levin hasn't, but they want to deplatform him. Who else do they want to deplatform? Who else? Anybody that criticizes Israel. Do you kind of see what's happening now? I mean, they've been doing this since the beginning of social media. Social media has been censored by the same sort of people, especially Zionists, especially people that have a pro-Israel agenda, a pro-Israel tilt. Censorship is the only way. Listen, I'm telling you guys this right now. I'm Palestinian. I'm pretty open with you guys about that. We've talked about that a lot. I have never once, it's never even, it's like, it doesn't even come out as a thought to me. Whenever I hear the pro-Israel mob go on social media spewing their nonsense, which we hear every single waking second of the day, never once has the thought came up, what can I do to get them off social media? What can I do? What can I do to destroy their lives? What can I do to just deplatform them? It doesn't even come up as a thought. And I've never, ever spoken to another Palestinian or somebody that just simply supports Palestine or somebody or any other conservative aside from the pro-Israel mob. I've never spoken to one of them that thought, what can we do to destroy, to just get that person offline? It doesn't even come up as a thought. So the fact that they just immediately think that, how can we erase this person, is weird. It's odd, isn't it? It's weird. It's weird because typically, we're in the age of dialogue. Now, of course, the algorithms are so skewed now because of Israel and this Israel tilt. But even still, you could just have dialogue with these people. This is why debates are great on social media, because people that watch the debate that are really not getting paid to spread a certain side or whatever else, you can tell who you can kind of make your own informed decisions. But for some reason, they're so hell-bent on erasing people, just totally erasing them offline. Laura Loomer was doing the same thing. I was scrolling through her X. I'm not going to show you guys any of her tweets because they're just it's toxic. Just basically saying the exact same thing. This person's an Islamist. This person's a Nazi. This person's that. I don't support hate or violence towards any group of people. Point blank. Period. That's just absolute fact. When you criticize Israel, I will criticize Israel till my last breath. I do not care. It's actually liberate. It feels great. And now you're going to call me an Islamist or whatever else. You're going to call atheists. You're going to call agnostics. You're going to call anybody. You're going to call Christians Islamists. I mean, they're calling Tucker Carlson an Islamist. I'm screwed. If Tucker Carlson is being called a jihadist by Laura Loomer, and my last name is Rashid, I'm that's it. They're done with me. So like this is kind of where we're at. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can be the whitest of the white. You can have blonde hair, blue eyes, and you can be named Julia Anderson. Just coming up with a random name. If you criticize Israel, they will call you a jihadist, like a jihadist Nazi Islamo-fascist. They'll just come up with buzzwords and stick it to you, and then deplatform you. That's what they'll do. So the Anti-Defamation League is one of the main organizations behind this whole entire thing. I mean, they have monitoring algorithms. They have it down to a T. Heavily behind the push for the sale of TikTok as well. Here's a quick clip of Jonathan Greenblatt. Let's take a listen to what he has to say here.
The ADL, our Center for Technology and Society, works actively with all the kind of companies of Silicon Valley, from Apple to Zoom, if you will, from Amazon to Microsoft to Meta, and indeed to Twitter. We've dealt with them for years, helping them tackle the challenges of hate speech on their service. We point things out, we share information, but what we've said again and again and again, and I've had the privilege of speaking directly to Elon a few times, the reason why we are so concerned is because we think Twitter is such a consequential service, and again, allowing people who created the toxicity on the platform that led to real-world violence. Keep in mind that the conspiracy theories that dominated on Twitter for so long exploded in places like Pittsburgh, Poway, El Paso, and of course, ultimately in Washington, D.C. on January the 6th.
So I just have to, I just have to stop right here. Man, oh man. You know, what I find so interesting about this is they're so hell-bent, the Israeli mob, on not giving Palestinians freedom, that they're willing to go through hell and put the world through hell. They're willing to have to have hate spike towards their own people. They're willing to push the United States to go to war all across the Middle East and Africa. They're willing to add trillions of dollars to the U.S. national debt. And we have useful idiots carrying out their bid for them. They're willing to do all of this, simply because they don't want a Palestinian state. Because I can assure you, all of this hate that they're so concerned about, all of these conspiracy theories about who controls what, who does what, all of it could end overnight, really. 90% of it, if not more, could end overnight if a Palestinian state was recognized and Israel was forced to just accept it. Immediately, all of this hate that they keep stating that they experience would end overnight, because so much of it is based on the fact that they're going around slaughtering people, that they're going around stealing land, that they're going around subjugating another group of people. And then instead of actually addressing that, they justify it, and then they censor the algorithms so that way people don't see it. So it's you're so hell-bent on making sure you get to murder people and steal their land. And if people speak up about it, they're termed anti-Semitic, and you will deplatform them. They're so hell-bent. They'd rather do that. They'd rather spread hate towards their own people. They'd rather do all of that than simply just recognizing the state of Palestine. That's it. That's all they had to do. There would be peace on earth. And guess what? I'm not just going to blame Israel. We have useful idiots that are bought out by them. And then we have people like evangelical Christians who are doing their bidding, who talk about how they hate the Muslim migration into the West while actively supporting the state that's bombing every Middle Eastern country, that's destabilizing those countries, causing a refugee crisis, and bringing the people that they hate right to their doorstep. Every single, I don't know more. I don't know a group of people that are acting in a way that is so counterproductive to everything that they say that they're trying to fight, more than people that support Israel. There's nothing like it. It's actually pretty fascinating. It's remarkable, and it needs to be studied, because, for people that tout how intelligent they are, and then you see this one situation where they're doing everything to basically expedite what they say they're trying to stop. Either they're just foolish, they're deluded, or they secretly actually want it. They actually secretly want the hate. They want it because it feeds into why they need to establish Israel. It's one of the two. And I'm starting, as time goes on, it seems like it's more of the latter. So that's it for this video, guys. If you found it interesting, I'd appreciate it if you just go ahead and click the subscribe button below and give it a thumbs up as well. It helps me reach more people like you. Also, one of the best ways to support my channel is by joining as a member. So if you've seen people with some emojis in the comments, like a JFK emoji or a censored emoji or a parrot emoji or whatever else, those are members, and you could become a member too. If you click the join button next to the subscribe button, you get to see member-only videos as well. They're pretty fun, so definitely join as a member if you haven't yet. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys again soon. Take care and have a great day. Bye, everybody.